Alrighty, guys, welcome back for our for our second matchup of the evening, Winterfox versus OpTic on Mirage. Winterfox got beat up pretty bad on Inferno earlier by OpTic, and we'll see if it's going to be a repeat or not here. OpTic actually winning the knife round. They're going to start off on the CT side, so negate what we kind of talked about prior to this, because we actually thought that the knife round went Winterfox's way before. But unfortunately, they had to knife again because I think that they were having some sort of an issue in the servers. So OpTic getting to start off on the more favorable side, Moses.
Yeah, this is the darkest timeline for Winterfox here. Starting on the CT side, then restarting the server and going T, and there's Stanislaw, opening kill. He gets traded off immediately. Now Rush, tough job to do. He's just got to try and hold this angle. Anger's jumping around, and there's XP3 as well. They've actually cleaned out a lot of this defense. No one left in the B bomb site. Nade's going to miss, and Shazam eats a bullet to the face for it. Now he's going to try and come out to stop the plant, but not able to do it. And this is a tough spot to be in. 2-on-4, but there's one from Shazam. Gets another one, but his teammate has fallen during the meantime. He's got to reload this, but at least he has a kit, some time to work with, and XP3 is going to clean him out eventually for a triple kill. So a nice pistol round from Winterfox.
That's actually both T-side pistols going their way. Actually, we've only seen T-side pistol victories so far in this matchup. So OpTic won their T-side on Inferno. Winterfox answered back, and now we see Winterfox taking the pistol round on T-side Mirage. So nicely done from them. 3 big kills there from XP3. He's going to go straight onto an AK into this round. They've got 2 Galils, an MP7, and a UMP. So the money farm isn't necessarily as big as you might have expected from the previous things that we saw on Inferno via OpTic on the T side. But this time around, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of aggression towards the T stairs. Flashbang goes out. That actually blinds a couple, and Rush finds the bomb carrier and takes him down. Dap's going to fall immediately afterwards. And there you go. The apartment push through Palace. Anger's not going to let Rush fall back from that, and they do trade out in that bomb site. And actually, coming back out, Anger finds another, and then the final 2, Stanislaw and Naf, fall immediately afterwards.
Yeah, that was actually a little bit unfortunate. They got that first kill. Rush is a little bit unaware in the fallback that Anger can be on halls, and he gets traded off. Dap's also falling, trades that out, but yeah, it looked like initially that OpTic could do a little bit more damage there. Either way, nice recovery from Winterfox, up 2-0 now. Essentially a pretty full save out of OpTic. Stan has a Deagle to work with. Shazam has an upgraded P250. So moving into the next round, oh, he'll have an AWP. He's saving for it. He's got 3,300 now, so he'll be able to have an AWP and no armor. Should be a pretty standard cleanup here for Winterfox coming into this A bomb site. They've gotten all the kills. Molotovs are out. Smokes are out, lining the pathway. So Stan gets a nice 1 deke, but this should be about it.
They've done some decent damage onto Desi and onto XP3. That flashbang doesn't connect, but Desi's going to be able to peek behind it anyway and actually finds that frag. Both of the remaining OpTic players are coming around from the outside right now, looking for that action, but it's not going to be coming from their side. And Stanislaw is going to finally fall down. Daps does salvage the Desert Eagle, so he's going to look for something here. I don't think they were ready for him from over at Jungle side, but Desi's going to be able to take him down anyway.
And here it is. First gun round. Shazam, the AWP. Be interesting to see if he takes that into window or tries to go, you know, maybe connector or towards catwalk just to avoid any of the smokes that typically run into the window. Either way, Desi has a massive amount of money. He's going to keep this UMP. He has 8,200 right now. Shazam is going to take the op into window. Smoke for the base of Cat. It's going to plume. He times it but doesn't hit anything. This is going to be a heavy B play from Winterfox.
Molly already coming out, so that's going to be alert. Number 1 to some presence over there in that B hallway, but Winterfox just going to take this one slow. They slow things down. Flashbang actually goes out to the top side of mid, but now we're going to see the smoke strat come out towards B, and we're going to see what kind of a push they have going in towards this. It's going to be Daps and Rush to try to hold off this push, and the re-smoke comes out, so they're going to have to push through the CT side smoke. Flashes go out, but Rush not blinded at all. Anger trying to get out through the window, can't find his way out, and that's going to buy time for Shazam to rotate over. XP3, he's going to go down as well, and it's just a shooting gallery right here, and now it's all down to Lex. 1 versus 5, and barely any damage being dealt here on the OpTic. Only Rush at 49.
Yeah, that was a really bad hit from Winterfox. No one even really tries to, maybe one person tried to stream out balcony, but everyone just gets caught trying to take out Rush from that window. And they all get destroyed, demolished because of it. So Lex has about a minute to try and survive with his AK-47. But, I mean, it's just a matter of time. He's got to go for some kind of play, see if he can do any damage. They have plenty of money into the next one. He's going to be out, but his teammates can drop him. They gets 1 kill onto Rush, but does get cleaned out eventually by Naf. So OpTic, they stabilize with 4 members, so they can build up some money now.
Should be able to. And again, you know, we kind of harp on the money idea here on CS, but that CT economy is so fragile with as expensive as those M4s are to continue to rebuy round after round. So you can see they put one round on the board, and you're going to have most of the members sitting around the mid 1,000s. 3,000 for Daps, though, as he actually, I believe, salvaged the AK after last round, or maybe didn't really need to invest into this round because he didn't die last round, so not going to be too big of a deal for the OpTic camp, and they actually get the op into the hands of Shazam, who did have it last round. He picked up 2 kills with it, so he's going to continue to try to wreak havoc with that scoped rifle going into this round. Connector being smoked up, he's just going to pop some shots through. Not going to be able to connect just yet, and mid control actually quickly being exercised here from the Winterfox side.
Yeah, not bad as well. Shazam is just watching for some kind of boost, so Flowsick's got to time this well, but they have essentially given up this whole thing. Shazam's going to go for a late peek. Anger's also up the ladder, so it's going to come down towards timing. If Shazam is unscoped or just not aware that a peek is going to come from Anger, he should be aware that his teammates don't have control of it, but he's still waiting for this boost, and Winterfox hasn't chosen to do anything. There it is. Finally, Anger comes out, drop Shazam. Now it's going to be a quick split towards the same bomb site. These two defenders are very, very isolated. Stands in a tough spot, trying to grab this angle, and Flowsick ends him. Nice shot from him.
Now it's all on Nafly in the back lines, and Desi hits a ripper onto him as well. So this A bomb site's open for business. Rush and Daps your last 2 alive. And not a whole lot being done into this round. They do spot one over by Jungle. Flashbang comes out. That's actually going to miss the little hole there by the vent side. And not really going to be a whole lot that they can do here for the OpTic side. So they're going to fall back and hang on to these M4s for the next round. 4-1. Winterfox off to a decent start so far.
Yeah, this is really solid. And now it's that little bit of a scary zone. It's that hard reset on the 5th round, where the money reset bonus for OpTic gets demolished and back down towards 0. But they are going to be able to buy in the next round. They can. It'll be a little bit of a force. Daps will be able to drop one over. He's got plenty of money. This is assuming they survive. XP3's on a chase, and he spots out Daps. That's a little bit scary because Daps has the angle, doesn't take the shot. Now he swings out, wins that battle. Teammates here, though. Rush is taking the battle, but he's got to reload. He's brought down very, very low, so they're being heavily pressured here, but they should be able to survive. Doesn't look like that Anger is too willing to chase into there, so Daps will be able to drop one over. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to go for the FAMASes.
It's a shame they didn't have any nades at the end of that round to lob into there, because they might have been able to clean up both of them, because they were both kind of tapped down relatively low. But this time around, Stanislaw on the ump, they force up behind this, and M4 as well, and a FAMAS onto Shazam, who can't speak, onto Shazam. Against that full AK buy here of Winterfox, so they don't salvage the op for XP3, maybe not favoring that here on the T side. We saw him do some decent work with it on Inferno, but again, Winterfox came up very short in that matchup.
Yeah, Anger quickly through the smoke up catwalk, finds that entry into connector. Nice shot from him. Naf not prepared for it. So once again, this defense is very isolated at the B bomb site, but there's a massive flank coming on. Stan and Shazam are both in T spawn right now. So they're going to get there very quickly. It's all on Daps to get 1 or 2 kills, delay this as long as possible. There's the first. Got to get one more, and he actually misses the initial shots. Desi takes him out.
Rush is over here, though. Hits a nice shot on the legs, but there's a flank on the flank that flanks the flanker. So Rush goes down. Flowsick finds that one, and now they've got the catwalk and they've got the B-Hall split, but look at XP3. He's ready for it over by the van side. The other two, I believe, are going to be ready for this to come up from catwalk. So should be Desi at the point of contact. Finds that opening little bit of damage, but can't lock it down. And finally, XP3 and Flowsick are going to be able to shut that one down. So 5-1, and now's that extra hard reset for OpTic Gaming. They've lost 2 in a row, so they're going to start to ramp up a little bit of money round after round, but they're going to be on pistols.
Yeah, this is tough now for OpTic. This is very similar to what they did to Winterfox on Inferno, which is just control the entire game by having control of the economy. So it's going to be very, very difficult. Next round, next gun round, they're going to have to buy up, and they're going to have to run some together to get back into this. Desi's going to get that first kill. Stan falls. Nap's close up with a P250. He's going to take the fight. Nice shot. Gets the opening kill, but it is traded off. Rush and Shazam are both here, but what can they really think they're going to do with these P250s as the smokes get deployed? There is one missing, but not too much danger of getting taken out.
Shazam did spot him crossing into the site, but like you said, I mean, there's not really much that they're going to be able to do spotting around from this area. Dap's coming up from connector. That's smoked up. They've got one at stairs, one at jungle, and again, pardon me, Shazam actually gets chipped down to 33, so just a really rough spot. Anger up there on the balcony. XP3 is going to be up below it, and they're going to be able to clean up that kill onto Shazam and onto Rush. And Dap's going to be your last man alive. XP3 finishes him off. Force stay alive, and now look at the money on the terrorist side. It's starting to creep up a little bit now. Yeah, no op on Shazam this round either, which is a little bit scary on a map like this, where they wanted it in that 4th round. They're not going to have it quite yet, so they've got to do it with 5 M4s, and this looks like a little bit different of a Winterfox team, and maybe it's just comfort on the map. Maybe it was just like a warm-up or something. They came into that last one cold, but I mean, the shots they're hitting now is just like, where was this on Inferno? So some very good work early on by Winterfox, and now moving forward, it's back to some aggression towards the B bomb site. It looks like they have 4 players here. They have no map control elsewhere, no mid control, no one watching for any kind of an A push or anything like that. Everyone's just geared up to hit a timing on this B bomb site. Yeah, they did send Flowstick to at least check the underpass, but he doesn't spot anything, and now it's just going to be this full-on hit with the lurk in mid. Lex is going to be that guy coming up from connector. Now Stan's going to take a peek into underpass, and he's actually going to get spotted and taken down by XP3, and now the push is on. They're going to be able to get out a window because they don't have that player up close on Cat. And Anger through the smoke finds Shazam. Nice trade there. Rush takes him down, but Desi answers back. And look at this, the bomb rotating back towards the A bomb site, and Naf by his lonesome, not going to be able to shut that down, and it's all on Daps over at B. Doesn't even spot Flowstick up in the halls, and he gets taken down for free. Another 4-man stand from Winterfox, but more importantly, it's now 7-1. Yeah, that's just a complete tactical outplay by Winterfox. It helps that they obviously just slaughter the B defense, so it forces a lot of rotations, especially that 1 kill early on. That first kill in underpass was pretty huge, so it gives them a perfect avenue to switch up towards the A bomb site. Whether that was planned at the start of that tactic or not, they completely outplay OpTic there. So now, yeah, it is just pistols one more time. The full losing bonus is going to be in the way of OpTic after this, so next round they'll have whatever they could possibly want. AWP, all the Molotovs and smokes they'll need, and XP3 just cleaning house in mid right now. Yeah, I mean, what can you really say? Nothing going right for OpTic on Mirage, a map that I figured they would be a little bit more comfortable on, but Winterfox turning up right now. I mean, this is a completely different team than what we saw on Inferno earlier. So it's nice to see them be able to bring their A game onto Mirage and potentially pick up a map. Maybe they heard us kind of talking about them facing relegation and decided that doesn't want to. They don't want to be the ones this time around. You never want to be the ones facing relegation. It's not always the easiest thing to escape, though. I mean, despite, you know, the large skill gap between Europe and North America, actually, a lot of the North American Pro League is pretty highly competitive. We've seen every season like 3 or 4 teams battling for that last playoff spot. So things do get a little bit pressure situations in the North American Pro League as well. Double op setup now. Naf and Shazam. This is the switch up. This is what they believe is the answer. Have 2 AWPs, get some early picks from range, and be able to survive. The worrisome part is Naf has one towards CT spawn. Shazam has one towards jungle, and they're about to get smoked out. So that could be a little bit scary. They're going to have to find some of these picks as Winterfox enters the bomb site when this execution does come into play. And Flowstick playing with fire with like the slowest, most casual jump across mid. It's fine. I don't know, did Shazam actually spot? Well, he saw that flashbang come out, so now he's going to flick. Hits the shot on the Flowstick, takes him down, but in the meantime, Stanislaw goes down at A, and there you go, Naflight jumping up on top of Ticket Booth, going to be able to eliminate one more, so it's a 2-for-1 trade on this entry into this A bomb site, and again, Rush, he's going to try to find some line of sight over here by this smoke and jungle, but he's completely cordoned off from the rest of his team, and the 2 ops from CT trying to do work. Desi just runs into the barrel of Naflight, gets shotgunned down over there by that op by Ticket Booth, and there's still 2 players, both with ops, over here from Ticket. Yeah, Molotov's now in halls as well. Anger's force spout. Molotov was on A ramp as well. Heavy utility coming into play now for OpTic, and I don't think there's a chance in hell that Winterfox is able to stop this. XP3 is going to play with the fire, goes for the spray, not able to do it. Anger gets 1 kill, but from there the bomb is smoked off. So the double up play works. Naf gets 2, Shazam gets 1. That's going to be their second round. Now it's just got to, I mean, they still have so much economy to burn through. There's 3 members over $10,000, or 4 members over $10,000 on the Winterfox side. So a lot of money still before OpTic gets any kind of reprieve on this CT side. But initially, this double op setup looked good. Yeah, very much so. I mean, they both did a little bit of work in that round. Naf over by Ticket Booth, Shazam in mid, able to isolate a couple of easy 1v1s there. So Finally, OpTic showing a little bit of life in that last round. See if they can replicate that going forward into this, because again, it's going to be another round, maybe 2 rounds before they can chip away at that economy enough to force a save out of the Winterfox side. Flashbang being thrown up through middle, push coming from underpass as well. Flowsick from that area. And Nafly is holding by connector with his op again this round. So we could see that pressure coming over in that avenue, but as of right now, again, pretty slow paced from Winterfox, but nicely done. Flowsick through the smoke finds that opening pick on the rush.
Yeah, both NWPs as well. Shazam and Naf are both playing in like window and jungle. They're very close together. Seems a little bit disorganized, so they're both looking at the same spot, but there's another kill from XP3. Daps falls. Shazam gets over there in time to find that pick. He's about to have a lot more pressure put onto him, and with this AWP, he gets that kill, and now, I mean, Winterfox is just running into that, allowing him to find one-on-one battles. Naf is here now as well. They haven't committed to this B bomb site, but Stan picks out Flowsick, who's the one in the middle of the map kind of cutting off rotation, so the bomb is very isolated, and Anger is coming up to the A bomb site, so it doesn't look like Winterfox really knows what they want to do in this late round, but playing it patiently, this is going to allow Anger to try and get up Catwalk and meet up with Desi.
Yeah, and he's actually just waiting right now. Now he's finally putting down the bomb, so that kind of made OpTic at least second-guess themselves for a little while. Think maybe, you know, what's possibly going to happen, but then Desi just throws his life away.
Yeah, that was a really, really bad peek. Really bad play, trying to get repositioned. Anger now can't even land that kill as Stan comes jumping out the window. So defuse for OpTic. I mean, there was a lot of advantages for Winterfox in that round. They seem to give a couple up here and there. Either way, third for OpTic. They stabilize moving forward. Their money is still not going to be that great. It's still going to be very low after this buy on a couple players, but at least they're stringing some together. So Winterfox now, that's 2 bomb plants, 2 defuses come out for OpTic.
I would have liked to see Desi stay closer to the site on that. No real reason for him to peek over there, especially since they already knew Naf had an op.
Well, you know, it was the slow casual walkout is what did it. Like if you're gonna reposition like that, at least jump. And here it is. The op still chiming in, still wreaking havoc upon Winterfox. Opening kill onto XP3.
So again, OpTic going to start with the opening man advantage into this one. And it's like you said, Moses, I mean, ever since they picked up this double up, they've won 2 rounds in a row. And it continues on. This time around, though, Flowsick's going to be able to punish that. Shazam overstaying his welcome in window room with no smoke being there. Didn't feel like maybe he needed to fall back and continued to hold that angle. And then as soon as he peeks towards the underpass play, Flowsick is ready to pounce. So he goes down immediately with no trade whatsoever possible. So even back up in a 1-for-1. And now Flowsick and Anger both aggressive behind this smoking connector. And once that fades, could be an explosion onto this A bomb site.
Yeah, but Stan's about to get isolated inside here. Nade comes out, Molotov towards connector. That might hold him back a little bit. Flowsick peering over the top, though. Now there's one on Catwalk who even senses their presence, so Rush has some intel. Naf is about to get smoked off, I believe, if they throw one for spawn, but actually Lex just runs up. There's Stanislaw inside the bomb site, finds a shot onto someone's back, can't convert the kill. Now Naf, he's got to do something, misses the opening shot. Now pressure from jungle, that's Rush spraying through the smoke, but it's still on Naf to slow down this plant, but it's not going to happen. 4-on-3 situation. Winterfox has the lead, and it's going to be a retake.
That smoke starts to fade, and Lex gets caught out in the open. Rush is going to be able to find that. Now, Flowsick trying to relocate over here towards the palace side to get another angle of attack on this retake from the CT side. But they're going to go ahead and drop a Molotov and a smoke out, or a Molotov and a flash. They know that one's down on A ramp now. They should be able to cut off some angles. Desi takes a boatload of damage. And finally, Flowsick coming around from the palace side. Desi's so low. He should fall, and he does. And the defuse is going to come out once again. So 3 rounds in a row, Winterfox are able to get in and get the bomb plant. But 3 rounds in a row, they're not able to hold the post plant, even with the man advantage in that last round.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of Lex getting caught out in the open, and then the player on the underneath balcony just a little bit too exposed, and Naf finds him. So even before the retakes begin, OpTic's able to find a couple picks in both of those last 2 rounds, which is just a small mistake from Winterfox, but it has big, massive consequences in these 2 rounds. Now, finally, the money is running low for the Winterfox side of things. A couple players have plenty built up, but a lot of players are down, beneath 1,000. And they've got to find something that's going to work here. They're going to go back towards mid control. 2 members in the B tunnels, 3 towards the top of mid. Where do they choose to go with this? Because there's still a double op setup, still plenty of opportunities for Shazam and Naf to whittle down this force.
And adversely on the other side, OpTic, I mean, even with those 3-round wins, they haven't been able to get any economy going because they've lost so many guns. And now they're going to start pushing up on Catwalk, and Anger finds 2 to open things up. Daps over here by Van. He's going to be able to finally answer back, but at what cost to his team? It's a 2-for-1 trade. B bomb site's going to start coming under fire, and XP3 holding this cat angle. He's going to leap out and surprise Shazam, and it's all on Nafly, and the backstab is coming in. I believe that's Flowsick once again. How many times have we seen him try to make that lurk happen? This time around, it's going to be successful, and they also salvage an op for XP3 for the next round.
Yeah, XP3's having a hell of a game so far. 17-6 for him, but at least during that 3-round losing streak, Winterfox was doing some damage and getting that bonus money that kept the economy low of OpTic, so now they win a single round after losing 3, and OpTic's back onto a save. Just pistol spot, and even Stan and Naf are so incredibly low. They're going to have to double save if they want to get anything effective. But I think this late in the match, actually, yeah, I mean, next round is the last round, so they're just going to have to buy up what they can. It's not going to be that much.
Maybe see a Mag 7 come into play, close play on the A ramp next round, possibly from these players. Have to wait and see.
Winterfox has had so much success going up Catwalk. Like, it feels like every time they've gone up there, they found that kill onto Rush or whoever might have been playing it, even someone on the window. They found some entries with this kind of mid-control, so I imagine they just stick with it. It's when they've done the heavy A plays that those ops have really, really chimed in. So maybe just sticking with that kind of Catwalk in the late round B hits. It's been very good for them.
It's been a lot of these rounds actually getting opened up by Anger over here on Catwalk as well. He finds the opening pick this time around, and it's just a slaughter in mid. They don't even lose a single player that time around. So, Anger, again, that's not a name that we've been saying that much ever since a couple of seasons ago where he had an absolutely insane regular season. In this matchup, he's actually starting to put in a lot of work, getting a lot of nice entry frags. Flowsick doing a good job lurking around. And XP3, like you said, I mean, he's having a hell of a match. He's up to 18-6 now. 6 kills ahead of the next person on his team. Lex is at 5-8, but when your team's up 10-4 on the T side of Mirage, I'd be happy at 5-8.
Winterfox do slow things down a little bit this time. Everyone kind of spread out, maybe thinking, knowing that it might be a low econ buy, that OpTic might try and do something a little bit tricky, but they have essentially one player watching everything with 2 in mid, and Lex is reverting back towards T-spawn. He's going to pick up that bomb, but Stan pushes into tunnels and finds Desi. So there's a little bit, I mean, that's exactly what the setup was designed to prevent, was that kind of aggression punishing them in any way. And now just strolling up A ramp, they're slowed down by a Molotov. Their own Molotov doesn't do anything, doesn't clear anywhere out. It bounces the wrong way, and now the mid portion of this split has been taken out. So not a lot going right for Winterfox so far.
Yeah, and they don't clear under Baux. Stan's going to be able to find another one, but XP3 and Anger do answer back. It's a 2v3. They're actually going to push on forward, and there's 2 players that are over here in Connector, one rotating from CT spawn, but it's Anger to line up another one. Unfortunate weapon switch after that kill, and Shazam's going to punish for it. It's all down to XP3. He's only got 21 HP, but he does have the op, so he could potentially make something happen, but he might get caught out here. Daps over by CT spawn, looking like he wants to peek, and he actually does take the peek, and there you go. XP3 spots him, almost lines up the shot for the headshot through the box, but Daps leaping up on top is going to be able to shut him down. So at least a 10-5 half. OpTic recover a little bit there as that half progresses, but is it going to be enough?
That they didn't clear out balcony because that Molotov I said of that bounced the wrong way, didn't go all the way under balcony. So that was designed to clear out that underneath porch for them. Or in dark for them.
Oh, they didn't realize that it didn't get there?
Yeah, they didn't, because they were Molotoved off as well. They couldn't commit up a ramp, so they didn't realize the Molotov, just bounced a little bit shallow. So there was still a player underneath there that just kind of ruined their hopes and dreams. But 10-5, I mean, still a ridiculously good T half. Complete switch from Inferno, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, nice recovery from Winterfox, and that last round, I mean, it hinged on Stanislaw. He pushes up into apartments and gets that opening pick, gets the AK, and then slowly, as that Molotov was expiring over by the balcony side, he was able to creep down the ladder and just backstab Lex. Now we see a fast strat coming in towards the A bomb site, but it's Lex and XP3 to open up. Rush does answer back. It's pure chaos. Look at this ramp on the CT side. They push down the A ramp, still trying to line up the shots, but it's a pinch on Desi. He's going to fall immediately afterwards, and now it's all on Anger in a 1v2, so a little bit chaotic over here at this A bomb site, but again, still a possibility that Anger can answer back and pick up these last 2 kills on Daps and Shazam.
Yeah, it looked so good initially for Winterfox with some opening kills, but their reinforcements just come streaming through the smoke one by one and get picked off by OpTic. And then there's just too many members trapped on that A ramp. So it does fall all down to Anger's shoulders here. Stuck in connector, and Shazam and Daps are being very, very quiet, using all of this timer, perhaps trying to make Anger a little bit nervous, maybe second guess his positioning. And look at this. You're going to go towards connector. Anger, oh, he gets gooshed. His aim goes all awry, but what a double on the pistol round. That is ridiculous. He recovers just in time, and everything goes right for them.
Seen it all now. I have seen it all. Double pistol headshot by the P2000. Clutches it out for Winterfox. They've got to be feeling good after that one. And they're going to extend their lead now up 6 rounds, 11-5. And what a crazy way to end that one out. Never seen that one before, Moses.
That's pretty insane that just occurred. OpTic played that so right as well. I mean, pushing together, making sure they clear out connector as a team. And then they just get punished in the worst possible way. Pretty decent nade from Anger, but a lot more pressure. The hero of last round, he gets this first kill. Here come the Tech 9s, though. Anger does fall. Flow6 still alive over by bench. He gets traded off after only one, but XP3's already here. He gets traded also, so down to a 2-on-2. No one's able to string a couple kills together. Desi just now converts the spray, finds that last kill under Rush.
So there you go, 12-5. A little expensive there for Winterfox. They decided to go all in with the FAMASs, but they're going to be able to buy back up here, and no bomb plant in that opening round, so not so bad for their sake, as it's not going to be too much of an investment from the OpTic Gaming side going into this round. So should be an easy cleanup for a 13-5. We've seen some crazy things happen, but again, we'll have to see how this one ultimately lines up and comes out. So 12-5, 7-round lead for Winterfox. See what happens, as it does look like it's going to be a hit towards the A-bomb site. They just push through the smoke. They get spotted, but the opening pick goes the way of Stanislaw. Finds one. Desi, though, spraying down 2. Looking for some more blood over here, and it's the catwalk peak. Flow6 going to be able to find 1. Finds 2. They're just waltzing into his crosshair, and it's all down to Naplight, all the way down on 21 HP. And XP3 finally going to be able to wall bang him down on the backside of the firebox.
Looks like Winterfox is in a position here to just kind of walk away with a pretty solid victory, but this is the first gun round of the half. All AK-47s for OpTic. They've got a decent amount of nades as well. They haven't been able to plant the bomb in any of these rounds, but got to get started here pretty soon. They don't have a lot of mistakes to give up after that first half.
Not at all, and with dropping both pistol rounds, I mean, they've gotten 6 rounds for Winterfox, plus the additional few that they've gotten from the gun rounds. So that was a pretty awesome first half from them, and continuing on. And now look at this catwalk play and tapping away. Dap's not able to find that player, Lex. And Desi's going to be able to sweep him under the rug. So it's a 2-for-1, or pardon me, it's a 1-for-1, now a 2-for-1. And Stan, that shot on XP3 was nuts. Able to find that one, but Lex, well, pardon me, Desi over here by the window room is going to be able to find one. I don't know if he spotted Rush dropping off of catwalk. And
he did. I don't think he knows he's in connector at all, because Lex didn't have that information whatsoever. So this is going to be a round for OpTic, and actually even blind, Desi does find that kill, but nicely done from OpTic. Hit some nice shots to open things up, and Desi's just going to save from here.
And rightfully so. They've got a bunch of rounds to play with at this point, and they've got the well, I was going to say they have the economy to invest in the next round. We might see Winterfox actually force behind this. Desi can drop a rifle over. Flow6 can probably drop a FAMAS. Anger can force up. And then maybe a pistol armor buy for the remainder one. Try to keep the pressure on OpTic at this point, because they don't really have money to play with yet. So it'd be interesting to see if they do decide to force up behind this.
They have so many rounds to play with. Yeah, I mean, Desi can drop one over. Actually, yeah, there's no reason for them not to. They can even get an AWP. Desi can drop an M4. Anger can have an M4, and Flow6 will drop an op to whoever wants one. So, I mean, there's really no point not to, yeah. So they might just be stuck with one pistol, and that's going to be Lex with the Deagle. And we've seen him do some damage with it, so this is still a pretty solid buy from Winterfox.
Yeah, and I mean, especially, Lex is only 6-12 right now. So, I guess the low man on the totem pole gets stuck with just the pistol. But like you said before, I mean, we've seen him work some magic with that hand cannon in the past, so we'll see if he can do it again this time around. Flow6 playing up in the ladder room. Ooh, did they spot Rush? Yep! XP3 finds the kill, takes him down, and the man advantage early for Winterfox in this round. Only about, what was that, 20 seconds into the round. They've already swung it in their favor.
And there's that AWP investment. Flow6 still up on catwalk above the ladder. All 4 members of OpTic in mid right now haven't chosen anywhere to go. Everywhere's going to be smoked off except Flow6 in this window room. Catwalk's out. That's going to be their choice. Flow6 at least going to get the first, transfers over to the second, but can't get it. But now he's got the intel. He knows where the bomb is as well. 2 players in the ladder room, third coming up catwalk, and this defense, while split 2 and 2 at each bomb site, it's looking like it can hold pretty solid. XP3 is the op at range over towards B. The only thing that can really hurt them in this instance is someone getting through the murder hole towards CT spawn, but now they've got eyes on it as well. Lex is here with the Deagle. Can't do too much damage, but he can at least spot.
Yeah, and actually XP3 was looking like he was going to rotate over, but he decided to hold over at B for the time being to support Anger as well, but that bomb is going to be working up towards A. Desi behind fireboxes. This is actually a really good position for him to be in for this push that's coming up, and I think he just heard Daps. He definitely hears him now running around, so he's going to be able to pounce on this bomb plant immediately as it goes down. Comes out, can't necessarily spot him, but there you go. Anger's going to be able to get him off a catwalk. The bomb does get planted, so extra money in the bank for OpTic, but this is going to be a hard reset for them.
Yeah, yes, it is. I mean, they're pretty low on money, and an extra $800 isn't going to do too much, especially for Stan and Rush, who are going to be stuck at 24 and 2,300, but they still might decide to force buy. Just to prevent Winterfox from getting up towards, you know, at very least high point. Yeah, and here it is. OpTic, they choose to go with 2 AK-47s, 3 Tech 9s. Essentially all they could get. Naf might have been able to get something more, but he wanted to have a little bit more utility. So, desperation buy here for OpTic. Basically, this map is on the line here in this round.
Yeah, dire straits for OpTic right here. Putting all their eggs in one basket and seeing if they can pull off a little bit of a... Don't want to call it a miracle round win because, I mean, the Tech 9 buy is definitely a strong one, but with that opening and now the spam through the smoke, Desi lights up one, Lex finishing off 3 of them, and it's going to be just a disaster for OpTic. Daps your last man standing, does answer back on 2. Can he get a third? I don't know if he spots Lex over there. Desi going to play the bait and switch, and Lex swings, picks up his 4th on the round, gets the op out of it, and 15-6 now for Winterfox.
Yeah, this is a huge reversal from the first map, so nicely done from Winterfox to recover from that in a very, very short time. And now, I mean, it's really end of the road for OpTic. All pistols, 4 Tech 9s and a Deagle, but still, even if they win this, it's a long road to even start thinking that overtime's a possibility. And it looks like they want to go heavy towards the B bomb site. 3 members in these B halls. Shazam and Stan playing far back, looking for any kind of mid-aggression, but it's not going to come anytime soon.
I mean, this is a whole different Winterfox than we saw on map number 1. I mean, they could barely hold on CT side and pick up any rounds. And this time around, they have a dominant T side half. Their CT side looks strong. And again, there it is, XP3. You said he was feeling it before. He's 25 and 11 now, doing work with the op. And it's nice to see him starting to light things up. And he's just going to switch up his position, come back over to window room. And Winterfox kind of putting a chokehold on this one. Anger going to get flashed out, but he's in a good position to pick up a couple as they push on forward. Takes a wide peek, only able to get 1, but he does good damage. Flowstick and XP3 going to finish it off. And Flowstick again, 16-6. And Winterfox answers back, and they pick up their 3rd victory of the season.
Yeah, good stuff. I was very surprised to see that come out, but pleasantly surprised to see them, you know, strut their stuff, at least on one map, get another win. Move up the standings a little bit, try and avoid that relegation. But just surprising to see OpTic come out so flat compared to the first map as well. I mean, it was like, I mean, literally both of these teams were completely different on the first map to the second map. So a little bit weird, a little bit interesting.
Right, you are. So coming up next, guys, we're going to go to a short break. Our next matchup is going to be Complexity versus Splice. It's a doubleheader again, Overpass, and then Train. So stick around, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes for that one. Should be starting up here in about 5 minutes or so. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.